guys have suggested that I watch this person's videos on stream, and I've been happy to, but I've seen most of their videos. This one I haven't seen. This is a new one. So, you guys have asked for it. We are going to watch it. Let us check out the latest video by Shoot about the cougar epidemic. So, great face to open up with. Holy crap. That's a hell of a face. Amber Heidi asked me to stop calling her every time I want a law changed. Alright. Exactly right. Okay. Men aged in men in chat aged between 20 and 30 years of age. Do you consider cougars a problem, an epidemic problem? 20s and 30s men in chat. Do you have any problem with the cougar? Okay, I think we have a consensus. Well, because Drowning Moe's, if you are older, refined gentlemen, the cougar will not be going for you. That's the whole purpose of a cougar, is they go for young men. It's kind of in the definition of the expression. Oh, Taurus, you got cougar. Oh, you bad boy. Geronimo's, if you weren't being a smartass, you would not be belonging in this chat. Let's be honest. We're all smartasses here. Alright, let us see what Shu has to say.
Thanks to various social and economic factors and the rich, evil pedophile clowns that run our gay, retarded government, the American dream of owning a house and having a wife
Coming
and
in
two
hot.
kids is dying. And the Zoomer-Coomer fantasy of a rich, older girlfriend taking charge and making you chicken nuggies while you play video games in your pajamas all day is thriving. Back in my day, we called this cougar hunting. Or, you know, mommy issues. But the kids today are calling it something different. Hagmaxxing.
I'm sorry, what now? Hagmaxxing?
Cheer 100. When I was 18 I hooked up with my friend's aunt, she was 35.
Damn, sadistic. Hagmaxxing? Like, calling an older woman a cougar at least sounds like sexy or sensual. I don't think older women appreciate being called hags. Yeah, Stifler's mom. Well, Stifler's mom was, she was a cougar, but she was also, you know, that's where MILF came from. I mean, the MILF originated with the original American Pie movie. That's where the origin of MILF came from, was that movie. Eki, I try not to.
In my last video, I jokingly referenced the term hagmaxing.
You've been on a date with a 40-year-old?
Okay, that's different.
How is that different?
He's right, it's different. You're robbing the cradle, he's hagmaxing. Educate yourself. Which greatly intrigued a lot of you. So I decided, you know what, I am going to make an entire video dedicated to covering this phenomenon. Gen Z men going out of their way to date
35-year-old woman, single 21-year-old men with no interest in life. Okay, I want to see where this goes, but I think I may have a few things to say.
older women. What is this? Why is this happening? Is this happening? And if it's happening, is it a good thing, or is it a symptom of broader societal issues? Why are all these young whippersnappers scooping up these older timepieces? Speaking of timepieces, let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Holzgern. Holzgern is a young Austrian company that creates uniquely crafted
at least she's getting into it early.
And accessories using all natural materials like wood and stone. Their high-quality timepieces come in various designs for both men and women. Personally, I'm a huge fan of their men's watch collection.
I honestly don't think this is guys that just want to, like what she was saying, just sit around in the pajamas, having their older woman make them chicken nutties. I think it's just
ensuring that it was forested
young
in
men
a
recognize
sustainable
that
way.
their
I got my
generation of
husband
women
the
are
Open Horizon
fucking
watch,
shit,
modeled
and they
after
want
a
to
real
actually be with
pilot's
women
watch.
that
It comes
actually
with a
care about them and
beautiful
don't play
green
stupid
marble
fucking
dial and even has a
games.
built-in
You know,
stopwatch
don't play
function.
psychological
He loves the
games.
sporty,
They just want someone that
professional
actually
look,
cares
making it a
about them,
perfect
and
choice
older
to wear
women
both
will do
work
that.
and
Stacy's
home.
mom
And it
taught
would
us
be a
this
great
as
gift for
youngsters.
any cougar looking to spoil their Zoomer boyfriend. Just saying. The watch I picked out for myself is the Colorburst Automatic watch. It has a unique green mosaic embedded in a
Brandon,
stainless steel
that's
casing,
only if
and its wooden
the
strap
cougar
is
in
easily
question is
adjustable
paying
to
for
fit every
everything.
wrist.
Then
Holzburn's
it's a sugar
products are
mama.
made in small quantities to ensure that each item is built to last. They do a great job combining functionality and fashion, and I just think their watches look really neat. Holzbjörn also creates elegantly crafted earrings, rings, bracelets, and necklaces, like this platinum-plated shade necklace. The store has accessories for both men and women, like the durable Forte bandlet for men
maybe
made
drowning
from
those, I don't
orange
know.
white marble, or the duet bandlet for women, made with zebra wood
Yeah.
and elegant gold stainless steel. All items come with a 2-year warranty, and ordering is super easy with free express
I
shipping
don't
to
know
the
if
US
the
and
I don't
most
know if
EU
the whole thing with
countries within 2 to
cougars
5 days. So
revolves
if you're looking for a
around
gift for someone,
money
or
or
you just want to
not.
treat yourself to a
I'm
nice
inclined to say
high-quality
no, but I
watch,
could be proven
I
wrong here.
definitely recommend checking out their store. Just click the link in the video description and use my special discount code SHOE at checkout to get 10% off your order store-wide. So big thank you to Holzgren for sponsoring this video. Now
Well, Eki, yeah, because there's the saying that men reach their sexual peak at like I think it's 18, whereas women don't reach their sexual peak until I think like 30 or 32. I once heard. I forget what it was. So yeah, it kind of makes sense that the older women would be going for the younger men because that's when they're reaching their sexual peak. But by that time, for men, men are just like, many, not all, but many, are just like, they don't give them the D as often as they want at that point. At least, not all. So there are plenty that still do, but not all, I'd say.
let's get back to it. What's up with Gen Z slang, dude? Looks-maxing, Hagmaxxing, Riz, sus. Back in my day, we had our epic bacon and rafflecopters, and we were happy. Now, when I think of
I can answer this one. The whole thing of everything maxing is the current version of super or the 90s with super or mega, where they were throwing super or mega in front of everything. It's this generation. It's the current generation's version of that.
the term hag, I usually think of an evil, cackling witch. But no, apparently now it means women above 30. Fuck you guys. I'm so tired of comments that are like, I used to watch you when I was in 3rd grade and now I'm graduating college. Good for you. Awesome. Congratulations. My knees hurt when I get up off the floor. Now, this term hagmax
I hate this show. Because I'll be honest, like I would have pegged Shu. Granted, she is, her makeup's on fleek right now, but I would have pegged Shu for like
No, Ember. In the 90s, everything was extreme.
yes, incognito, you're correct. 90s was everything was extreme. You're right. But I would have I'd peg Shu. Granted, like I said, she's very skilled with her makeup. She's 35. Okay, right now I would have pegged her at maybe late 20s. Well, I would have. Now, without the very skillfully applied makeup, maybe I might say, okay, yeah, 35, that tracks, but she still looks very young.
Hagmaxxing went viral a few months ago with this screenshot. Meet the Hagmaxxers, Gen Z's new social trend of dating older women.
Chat, I'm gonna move. Look at how they're portraying the 37-year-old woman. Actually, let me just do a full-on slide over for a second. And I'm gonna move you guys too. Look at they're portraying the 37-year-old woman. Yeah. Deadass. Interestingly enough, they do not have the corresponding tits to go with it. the tits are a little bit on the small side compared to the ass. But goddamn, she got a cake. Yeah, I just find it interesting that that's how they decided to portray the 37-year-old cougar.
A very strange phenomenon is making its rounds on social media. Gen Z men are ditching casual sex with their women to pursue long-term relationships with financially stable and experienced millennial ladies. Now, even though this article doesn't actually exist, it was a meme created on 4chan, because of course it was, but the meme did spark a massive conversation and debate about Hagmaxxing. And people had a lot of strong opinions about it.
I don't...
Motherless behavior. This is
honestly, Geronimos, I don't... Let me see. I think it's an anime-inspired thing, because I'd say around... There are plenty of, within the last several years, there have been plenty of,
I have some jokes that were aired on TV during the 90s that would get anyone cancelled nowadays.
Oh, Johnny, we've gone through those already. Yeah, this is a hairstyle that's become popular for like anime male protagonists. The baby ponytail. I'd say that's probably why.
This is just mommy. Strong opinions about it. Motherless behavior. This is just mommy issues rebrand. Another day, another psyop. It's not Hagmaxxing, it's MILF hunting, and it's an art. Please don't.
Okay. Wait. Based opinion, right here. Base fucking opinion, right here. Even though I know it's a meme.
Please don't misappropriate my fetishes, giving the dumbest name known to humankind to having a mommy kink. I mean, to be honest, I'm 16, waiting for a 20 to 25-year-old to pick me up, lol. Okay, officer. I'm gonna throw up. I would love to have a 40-year-old sugar mama who buys me gifts and pays my bills. Drizzle, drizzle.
The drizzle thing. Mm-hmm. And also, can I just point out, you know, the concept of the cougar is not new. And even its prevalence is not new. How many times in, like, 90s movies were the high school, the high school guys lusting after, like, one of their friends' moms? Like, seriously. I mean, Jesus, look at Bill and Ted's Excellent... Who saw the original Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? Where, Bill was always calling, you know, his stepmom Missy, and Ted was just, like, drooling over her. Well, yeah, Weird Science, that's another one. But, like, honestly, it's, like, not new. Yeah, Rap Acid, I know. Yeah, in the sequel, she kicked out, she married Ted's dad and left Bill's dad, and Bill's dad became, like, an alcoholic or something. Oh, well, Moros, Jennifer Jason Leigh from Back to the Future it's a little bit different because in the movie she was not a cougar. She was the same age as Marty. Kinda different there. But yeah, there's been a lot of movies with MILFs where the young guys are lusting after the older women and the older women are lusting after the young guys. It's not new. It's pretty prevalent in 90s film. So, it's just, somehow this just, you know, the 4chan post, you know, it reignited the attention to it, I think. That's my suspicion. The post on 4chan has just reignited the attention that older women are going for young guys. That's it, I think.
Young hard dicks and the older women who enjoy them. This isn't new. Hagmax
there we go.
bandwagoners are so cringe. I've been Hagmaxing since 2nd grade in Miss Johnson's class. I am going to kill every last Gen Z and Gen Alpha kid on this planet, including myself. I want to be a Hagmaxer, lol, any female taker, XD. I like thick MILFs and I cannot lie. Oh nice, it must be socially acceptable for 37-year-old men to date 20-year-old women again.
Oh, there, boom! There you go. There we go. And that's the crux of it, isn't it, folks? So if Hagmaxxing is cool, then the alternative for women should also be fine. Mm-hmm.
Old women again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Absolutely not. I fucking love adult women.
Wait a minute. So Shu is suddenly saying no, no, no. Why? Exactly. If women do it, it's empowering. If men do it, it's creepy. Because they're going to acknowledge the power dynamic of a 37-year-old man and a 20-year-old woman, but we will not acknowledge the power dynamic of a 37-year-old woman and a 20-year-old man. I honestly was, well, yeah, well, we're gonna find out. Right now, she's not professed any kind of thing regarding this. We're only into what it is. So let's find out.
Women over 32 should be illegal. Now, according to the very astute, always reliable source, knowyourmeme.com, the term hagmaxing is very popular in the Vtuber community. Now,
What now? Excuse me? No. Not this VTuber. I didn't even know what the fuck Hagmaxxing was until I watched this video just now. So for me, that's a no, dog. Yeah, that was a bit of a plot twist. So, maybe other VTubers? I mean, the ones to ask are honestly, stop it. The ones to ask would be like Bao and Cinder and Numi. They would be the ones to ask. Not me.
Okay, I actually
Rev?
agree with that. The only time I've heard that before now was watching VTubers that are 30 or over.
Really? Okay, Jesse, which ones? Obviously not me, because obviously I've never heard. This is the first time I've heard this term at all. Oh, normal is such a relative term, Rex. I don't know. Like, Maturakan? Okay, I don't think I've ever seen anything from Maturakan, so I don't know. I'm guessing Maturakan is, I don't know. I don't know anything about Maturakan. Silverbales talked about it? Maybe? I don't know. But not this VTuber. Oh, Shoujo. Okay. Well, not this VTuber.
now I don't have much interest in the VTuber community,
Yeah.
but they seem to have a lot of interest in me. A lot of interest.
Hang on, let's go through that.
But they seem to have a lot of interest in me. A lot.
Let's see. Oh God, I'm putting myself on the radar now. Let's see. So Shelzor the Destroyer, Rosie Belmu. Come on. Milky Mew. Okay. Pine Baby. Okay. I wonder if I'm gonna end up in a future shoe video. Kitsunero. Okay, we've rated Kitsunero, haven't we? Maybe. Smuggle on it. Yep. I think I actually watched this stream of hers. I think I was on her stream when she reacted to this video. Irundel, okay. Hades Mythos, okay. Okay.
Should I do a video reacting to VTubers reacting to me one day? That might be fun. Let me know if I should do that. Although it seems to be a meme.
Okay. Shu, because this is going on YouTube. Shu, if you react to one of my if you react to my video of reacting to you, I might cry. And that's not a bad thing. I kind of would consider it something of an honor if Shu reacted to my video reacting to her.
Amongst the VTubers and the weebs, it is apparently a thing happening in real life. Rise of the boy toy. Why older women are dating Gen Z men at record rate. One woman stated, "Women my age seem to be excited by the freshness and lack of bitterness that comes with dating someone younger. Younger men seem more open and less burdened by insecurities."
Honestly, this makes sense. I know I do drowning mouse.
Chat, let's make it happen.
Honestly, this makes a lot of sense. Because in modern time, yes, men in their 30s or 40s are pretty fucking bitter. Because, let's face it, the world is a pretty downtrodden place to live right now, especially in North America. Yeah, the younger men that are probably still in college, they don't have to deal with things like rent, car insurance, medical bills, student loans having to actually be paid. They're still using the student loans at the time.
Would you react to Shu reacting to you reacting to Shu? Cheer
Yes.
100.
Unequivocally, yes. At least if Shu reacted to me, I would absolutely react to that clip of her reacting to me. Yes, I would. Without question. I would reactception myself into oblivion. Absolutely. But yeah, the younger men, where she's talking about they seem more open and less burned by insecurities, yeah, because they haven't developed them yet. They have not been thrust upon the world, or they've not been thrust into the world where they have to deal with the shitstorm that is life. And everything that comes with it. So, this honestly makes perfect fucking sense. Why older women would be interested in younger men like this. Do they want to actually, if the choice is, a man of their age who is constantly, worried about finances and politics and the state of the world, etc., 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 or a young person who still has, presumably, a positive outlook on life. Regardless of, maybe they're a little in the head, not, the brightest bulb in the chandelier, but they still have a positive outlook on life. Why wouldn't older women be attracted to that? Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. With the idea behind it. The meaning behind this, the concept. I completely agree with this concept.
Okay, I have a feeling I'm going to be saying this 100 times in this video, but could you imagine an article like this with the genders reversed? I love dating these young, fresh boys. They're less bitter. They have less baggage. They're not ran through. People would just be calling it red pill incel shit. Age gap.
Yep. And she's right. I mean, this is her entire video about this is going to 100% be a good for me, not for ye situation. Regarding if, the fact that it's a woman that's wanting to go for a young man is perfectly acceptable, but you reverse the genders and holy shit, it's grab the pitchforks and torches. But at this point, that's kind of understood. That anything, anything revolving it's okay for a woman to do it, if you were to switch that to being a man, it would be an instant no, which is bullshit.
Relationships between millennial women and Gen Z men are on the rise. Our analysis of age hypogamy reveals the pragmatic underpinning of these relationships. It sometimes comes down to who's available. Many older men prefer to date younger women. The same is true for a lot of older women, with millennial and Gen Z men emerging as appealing dating options. For their part, many Gen Z men might have few opportunities to date women their own age, or prefer to date older women for various reasons.
Okay. Can I also point out, millennial women, at least if, going on what, you see on social media. How many millennial women are actively seeking out older men, particularly older men with money? You know, how many TikToks, Facebook posts, YouTube memes, etc., have you seen where, you know, there's a guy that's doing on the street interviews with women. What are you looking for, a guy? And they're like, 6 foot, makes six figures a year. And yeah, there are a shit ton of sugar baby millennial women out there right now. And nobody's giving them shit. They're saying, you go girl, you empower yourself.
Enter millennial women.
And I'm proud to be a millennial with my side part and skinny jeans.
If you're an older millennial woman, you might be
Oh,
attracted
God.
to younger men for their energy, inclusive views about sex and gender, and superior care and literacy about their partner's emotional well-being. In many ways, Gen Z
Wait. So is this article indicating that millennial women are going for Gen Z effeminate men? That's what this sounds like. Oh God, incognito. No, you did not. Oh fuck. Why do you wound me? Oh God. But this right here, inclusive views about sex and gender and superior care and literacy about their partner's emotional well-being. This makes it sound like millennial women want effeminate men. And I'm gonna have to disagree with that. Wait. Shadow? Thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you so much. Well, Enix? Not necessarily. That's like, this absolutely could be college. I'd say, in fact, I'd say more college.
Cheer 100 train time?
Raising. Like, think about current colleges. I think you absolutely would be finding the effeminate male in college these days. With the current state of college, absolutely. Absolutely. Even without it being a liberal arts major. I do think you would find that. Well, True Spectre, I mean, obvious outlier, of course. Done in California? Okay, yeah, that would answer that question then, Andrea. If it's being done in California. Yes. Yes, it is, Ragat.
care and literacy about their partner's emotional well-being. In many ways, Gen Z men see millennial women as an opportunity to level up emotionally and socially. With their evolved attitudes about everything from non-monogamy and gender fluidity to the anti-hustle soft life, Gen Z men may be the most likely generation to
chat? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was this soft life thing not debunked as a meme? We watched, I think it was Natozi video on that, on how this was debunked as a meme. And this person wrote a whole fucking article lending credence to it. Yeah, this must have been written by someone living in California. Oh, God. Yeah, their evolved attitudes about everything from non-monogamy and gender fluidity. I honestly don't think millennial women are looking for romantic partners in young men because of non-monogamy. Well, maybe non-monogamy, but gender fluidity, they're not looking for that out of young men. They're looking for vitality, not oh, they're all in on gender fluidity. Is it? It's a 45-year-old feminist? Okay, yeah, this does sound exactly right. Yeah.
To overturn powerfully entrenched stereotypes about sex and relationships, the kind featured by podcast bros. I love how millennial women have just psyoped themselves into believing a man who thinks f***ing a whole bunch of different women at the
It kinda makes sense. Millennial women were the ones who wanted men to be more emotional creatures. Younger men tend to be that cheer 100.
Aaron, I'm gonna partially disagree with that, because it was only the loud, ringing on Twitter millennial women that wanted men to be like that. And again, this is a case of the loudest voices get the most attention, whereas those that say, I'm not even fucking with this, and stay quiet, you don't even hear from. So I'd say the millennial women that wanted this are actually the minority of millennial women versus the silent majority who are like, no, we actually want a man who is going to be a man. That's my gut feeling on it.
same time with no romantic commitment is an evolved way of looking at relationships. Like, yes, queen, that Zoomer you're banging is so open-minded and progressive. He's not like those podcast bros. I swear modern feminism is like the greatest trick men have played on women. Like, just a bunch of dudes got in a room one day and were like, hear me out. We convinced them that getting naked and sleeping around is empowering. Genius! Even Hollywood seems to be hopping on the Hagmaxxing train. Why are so many older women dating younger men in recent rom-coms? I'm old enough to be your mother, sighs Anne Hathaway as she passionately entwines with Amazon's new heartthrob Nicholas Galazine.
Again, not new. This is not new. About, a woman that's old enough to be her lover's mother. This is not new. Hollywood has been doing this for years. Decades. Hollywood has been doing this. It's simply just being reawoken into the public eye that some person decided to write an article about it. And now it's gaining attention again.
The idea of you. Oh, Anne Hathaway? I'm sorry, who wouldn't Hagmax with Anne Hathaway?
What a forward young man you are!
Yeah.
My goodness!
This phenomena is a ground.
Come on, chat. You would. Hell yes. If this is a recent
Mrs.
interview,
Robinson? Dustin Hoffman, The Graduate.
Yep, Ark. Hence why I said this has been in Hollywood for decades. Is this a recent interview? Because she is still looking hot. She is still looking gorgeous. Absolutely. Like when I saw her in Ocean's 8, which Ocean's 8, terrible film. Did not like it at all. But Anne Hathaway and Sandra Bullock both would fucking gorge. They still look gorgeous.
My girlfriend says she would cheer 100.
I'm sadistic. I would. Well, yeah. Bath. Blank check. Someone else brought up milk money as another perfect example.
Forward young man you are! My goodness!
This phenomena is a groundbreaking shift, considering Hollywood's reputation for perpetuating the male gaze and old men's uncanny obsession with younger women.
The sucks. Okay. Yeah, this right here tells you all you need to know about this author. The modern liberal asshat is obsessed with this male gaze bullshit. Yeah, you hear about this whole been hearing about this male gaze bullshit so much. As soon as you see that, you can disregard any intellect whatsoever that's been attempted to be perpetuated in this article. Especially a reputation for perpetuating the male gaze and older men's uncanny obsession with younger women. someone needs to remind this author that men thinking younger women are hot is not new. This is not new at all. This has been around again for fucking decades. I mean, Dazed and Confused, anyone? A movie back from the 90s? Yeah, one of the most well-known fucking characters in that movie is Matthew McConaughey's line where he says, "That's the thing I love about those high school girls. I get older, they stay the same age." That was from the fucking 90s. This shit has been around for a long time, but it's also been around for the flip side as well.
You know, I really don't care about this shit, but it is so funny how much of this equality stuff is just, okay, now it's women's turn to do the thing we said was bad. All the new strong female leads in movies that are just kind of assholes, celebrating of billionaire female CEOs. Like, did you actually want change? Or was it really all just penis envy? Older women partnering with younger men. Why do some people have a problem with that? Perhaps celebrities will help ease the stigma. The French president's wife, Brigitte Macron, is almost 25 years older than her husband. They met when he was 15, and she was his high school teacher. Wait!
What now? I'm sorry, what? Yeah, if that happened in America, she'd be in jail. So, yeah, that's a crime. Alright, let us continue and see where this goes, if it's gonna go somewhere.
That is not good. There should be a stigma against that. What? Maybe these high-profile women will help shatter the stigma and normalize the benefits of widening our options when seeking romantic partnerships.
So this author is completely ignoring the fact that an older woman romanced a 15-year-old. This author, for the sake of feminism, is ignoring it.
Where were these teachers when I was in school?
Milfy. Yeah, why would you use that as an example? As, to promote this? It makes no goddamn sense. You're using the example of what is largely, in your audience's eyes, considered a criminal act. Well, but the article doesn't say that. The article just said that he met her when he was 15 and she was his teacher. I mean, because let's be honest, even if he was 18, it's still his teacher. There's still that power dynamic that people will roast you over. Exactly, Brandon. Reverse the genders. You think it'd be the same? You think the article would be written this kindly? No. This article would be screaming that teacher is a PDF.
After all, at every age, we deserve what our hearts desire. No. When you are a grown-ass teacher and your heart desires an underage student, you do not, in fact, deserve that. What am I reading? I'm 30.
You're reading someone who's trying to flip the script and say that a woman seducing a young boy is not a PDF. But if a man seducing a young girl is a PDF. It ain't, this is not good for me, not for ye bullshit. Not happening. Because people like me are gonna call this shit out every time I see it. I don't give a fuck if you're a man or a woman. If you seduce a fucking 15-year-old, you go to fucking jail. The student might not mind, but the student doesn't have a fully developed brain yet. Oh yeah, the media absolutely goes. The media is just as complacent in this as anyone else.
37 and my boyfriend is 23. I make upper six figures and own a condo in New York City. At least 3 of my friends are also dating significantly younger men. One is 32 and has been dating a 19-year-old for 3 years. I don't rely-
Wait. Read this again. Do the math, chap. One is 32, her female friend, and has been dating a 19-year-old for 3 years. Meaning, when she was 29, he was 16. She's a PDF. Madam who made this post. Number 1, nice bragging. Number 2, your friend is a PDF. No, don't call it a groomer. Call it what it is. She's a PDF. Andrea, I know. I know there, and I've called that out. This is why I've said that they are trying to socially engineer everyone, and most people aren't buying it outside of California. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just snitched on your friend. Bravo, correct, Eki.
Rely on men to be financially stable. I don't need my man to have a good job. We both know what we want out of this relationship, and we're getting it. You know, honestly, good for this. Wait, one is 32 dating a 19-year-old for 3. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Yep.
We older women aren't man haters. We have a lot of love and make a man feel like a man. We are not drama queens. We can't get pregnant. We are very sexy.
I'm sorry, what? What? Wolfie, she was being dramatic with the counting on the fingers.
I guess the ethical answer for Hagmaxxing would depend on if the guy wanted kids or not, and given the biological fact that women start to be less fertile in their 30s, it may or may not work out. Cheer 100.
Okay, Aaron, starting to be less fertile in their 30s does not mean no longer fertile. This statement, we can't get pregnant, is a bullshit. 100% bullshit. There are women that are pregnant in their 50s.
Cheer 100 ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Fair, yeah. Very true statistic. Yeah, I mean, this is Quora user, whatever the hell your name is, way to spread misinformation with this.
I'm not like the other girls. I'm infertile.
Shit, I am out. Hell to no. My teacher had sex with a 10th grader in the parking lot. She ran away. This was crazy. She did it because her marriage was falling apart. It was stupid thing. Cheer 100.
It was an illegal thing. That's what it was. It was an illegal thing. So no kidding, she ran away.
Men dating older women is called hagmaxing now? Why can't men just be normal? Why does everything have to be misogynistic? No.
I'm sorry, what? You're going to blame of course, they're going to just focus all the blame on the men and ignore the fact that the older women want to be with the younger men. Why am I not surprised? What are the I'd love to know what the pronouns are of this user.
No, it's not misogynistic. The term hag here is endearing. We're taking back the term hag. It's like when black people took back the N-word. There's something seriously...
No. I'm not gonna dive into a rant about this, but no.
Disgusting about men taking advantage of women's loneliness for their resources. So when it's a younger man dating an older woman, the younger man is still the predatory one?
Yeah. Because modern day. Of course, and immediately jumping to the men are taking advantage of the women. A woman could never possibly take advantage of a man, right, chat? It could never happen. No, fuck no. It's always the men taking advantage of the women. Fuck modern feminism. Fuck it in the ass, no lube. And no courtesy of a reach around either.
An older woman, the younger man is still the predatory one? What? You guys just cannot win. Really? This is so disgusting. 34 is not old. I am not a hag. Okay, so we've heard from the hags. Now let's hear from the Hagmaxxers. Why are these young men dating older women? I have mommy issues. Oh, well, there has to be other reasons, right? I have a granny fetish. Come on, there's gotta be another reason. Because Gen Z women aren't worth going for.
There
And
you
I
go.
have mommy issues.
Oh, fuck.
To be honest, as a guy who's 22 dating a 36-year-old, I think for the most part older women are just a lot less drama and just more mature.
There it is.
Cheer 100 fuel up my DBX. I'm moving to Beagle Point. I guess it depends on the woman. There was a recent scientific study that showed woman loses 97% of her viable eggs by 30 and would be lucky to have any viable eggs left by 40 that wouldn't cause serious birth defects. It was a very controversial study. The exceptions are not the rule. Cheer 100.
Aaron, I would really question the validity of that. Because I have heard of many, many, many women that the first time they have birth in their 30s. So, the validity of that study, I'm sure, is highly in question. Like, incredibly in question. Yeah, the mommy issues comments I'm thinking were joke comments. Thank you, Bobcat. Yeah, the mommy issues, obviously, I'm thinking were joke. This one seems like a legit answer. As a guy who's 22 dating a 36-year-old, I think for the most part, older women are a lot less drama and just more mature. Which is what I said at the very onset of this video. Is that older women don't, Taurus! Thank you! Thank you, Taurus! God. But that's pretty much it. It's less drama. It is. It is less drama. They have some more maturity. They have more experience. And they're more forthcoming. They don't play the stupid fucking mind games like the 20-year-olds do. That's probably the crux of it.
Older the better. Most have a car, a house, financial stability, and time. They are mature and can teach you some valuable lessons, wisdom, and experience. I'm still 19, and for me, older women I flirt with at bars and clubs are much more receptive and flirty than Zoomer girls. Honestly, it's partly because modern Western girls
I'm
from
hearing a lot of
18 to
truth here.
25 are like 80% hoes now. A woman who is 30 today likely has fewer partners, sexual or other, than a woman who is 5 years younger than her. I changed my Tinder age range from 20 to 25 to 30 to 39,
They are spitting in the
and have
face
been
of all the brave women in the roaring 20s who secured the rights to vote, equal wages, and equal opportunity to work.
With modern-day feminism, color be shocked. Modern-day feminism does not actually know what feminism is. The modern feminist thinks that basically women should be men. That's what modern feminism is. Modern feminism literally thinks women should be men, which is why they champion things like Concord, where they make the women look like men. Yeah, it's pretty much Bath. Yeah, it's basically like it's time for revenge, basically.
Going on more dates than ever before with beautiful women who do not care that I don't make 6 figures at 22 years old.
Boom. This is what I was talking about. How many of those like on the street interviews are saying I want a guy that's 6 foot tall and makes 6 figures?
Cheer 100. Why is society so divided? Honestly, if we want equal rights, then fucking make relationships the fucking same as well.
Exactly right, BF. Exactly right. And 100% correct.
Old. It's either take care of a younger woman who we know is potentially a flight risk, or appreciate an older woman who has their own shit together. George W. Bush married an older woman to get that money. I don't think George W. Bush should be a role model for anything. Easy, good sex, intellectual conversations, less games, more fun, and they treat you nicely. They tend to be more grounded. Did I mention the sex part? Oh, and if it's post-menopause, even better. If girls can date older men, then why not younger men date older women? I'm 16 and
Yeah, I mean, let us not forget that the trope for a long time was the 20 or 30-something-year-old woman dating the 60 or 70-year-old man for his money, and it was deemed perfectly acceptable. Do you remember that, chat? Because Pepperidge Farm remembers it. Ephenophobia is when an older adult is sexually attracted to post-pubescent teenagers, adolescents, but still biologically adults. Usually an example. Ongoing sexual attraction to pre-p. Alright, fair enough, Moros. We use the term PDF as a sort of a catch-all.
Cheer 100. Did Ashton and Demi start this game?
No, Sadistic. This game has been in place long before
Most
Ashton
women have a
and
better
Demi.
chance of winning the lottery than they do finding a 6-foot, 6-figure man. Them's just the maths.
Yeah. But, again, it was completely acceptable for a 20 or 30-something-year-old woman to be fucking a 60 or 70-year-old for his money. Yeah, there was the expected gold digger comments, but most women were like, "You get that money, girl." I mean, again, good for me, not for ye, right?
I'm not attracted to anyone below 30 years old. Ah yes, the elusive reverse pedophile.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're 16, dude. Shut the fuck up. And no diabetes. No, I'm not being bullied.
Dating a woman with a career, property, experience in bed and life. What's not to like? Young sluts want the money up front. Old sluts are just happy to get some attention. Older women fed me, slept with me, and sent me on my way with snack packs. Legit amazing. I'm 26 now, dating a 38-year-old after years of trying with women my age and younger. They are all social media obsessed narcissists. I feel like they're hyping up millennial women too much here. Oh, they're not narcissists obsessed with social media. You guys weren't around during the MySpace days. Have you ever met a Gen Z woman? Who would want to date them? They're me, give me, take care of me. Man, if the ones my age ain't loyal.
And they're also, I'm gonna fuck with your head until you don't know which way is up, and then dump you to live a life of therapy and self-doubt. The reason I'm so enamored with Ember is because she reminds me of the women friends I had back in the late 90s, early 2000s, which is getting increasingly hard to find. Shit, where'd I put my unicorn horn? Sorry, I misplaced my unicorn horn. Tom!
Don't be
He's a friend we never
surprised if I end
wanted.
up dating an older woman.
Okay, Aki, I won't. In fact, I will applaud your efforts.
Well, might as well. They're basically like a grandma caring for you and taking care of you.
Oh, God.
Oh my god!
Ouch.
Nothing like a no-denture adventure. You people are sick.
How old are these women that they're dating? Like, these are supposed to be women in their 30s, not their 60s. Oh, Tom from MySpace. Okay, I was never... I don't know MySpace.
No, I don't believe this is happening more than ever just because Gen Z men like easy sex or gifts. Or that Gen Z women are too obsessed with drama or social media. No, I think there's more to it, and I have a few theories. So, as we talked about before in other videos, a lot of men are dropping out of college. The issue is, a lot of young college-educated women want college-educated men.
Wait, I want to see these charts. Men are falling behind in higher ed, and the trend may not be letting up among all student demographics, including a four-year public institution. White men, why they gotta be white, experience the sharpest decline in enrollment, falling nearly 20%.
The issue is,
college-educated women report greatest difficulty finding someone who meets their expectations. Percentage of single Americans who say not being able to find someone who meets their expectations is the major reason they are single. Okay. What's the reason, though?
a lot of young college-educated women want
Most young men, over 6% are single today, and women, partially those who are college educated, say they're struggling to find someone who meets their expectations. Again, what are the expectations? You know, what are these expectations that they're looking for? Because that's a very nebulous statement.
College-educated men. See, Stacy is looking for someone college-educated who's making more than her. But not that many young men are on that level yet. Older men are, but not many around Stacy's age. But you know who doesn't care? Karen. Karen doesn't care about your lack of college degree.
Why it gotta be
wants
Karen?
to pick you up in her 2013 Toyota minivan and bang you in the back seat, then take you to Olive Garden. No strings attached. Unlimited breadsticks. For basically all of human history, the most prevalent age gap was older man and younger woman. But why? Well, it's because men are all disgusting creeps who should be thrown into work camps and castrated and forced to make us pumpkin spice lattes. But also, it's because younger women are more fertile.
Never heard of a G-MILF? Menopause at nature's permanent birth control.
Canito, I've heard of it. It's not a G-MILF, it's a GILF. You're thinking of a GILF, not a G-MILF. There is actually a word for it.
And the whole point of relationships is to make
Hi,
babies.
Xanax.
Or at least it used to be. Well, at least in our lizard brains. That's the whole point. I don't know what the point of modern relationships are anymore. I just learned recently that people purposely get into short-term relationships, which is bizarre to me, like what's the point? As well as situationships and polycules. The world is very confusing. It turns out people are different than me. Now, let's be real, Hagmaxxing simply does not make any sense from a evolutionary biological standpoint. But it's 2024, we have surpassed the need for evolutionary biology. We could grow babies in pods.
Okay, this is a Death Stranding pod. This is a goddamn Death Stranding pod right here. What the fuck? Is this real? Because, holy fuck, you ain't the only one, Robo Spartan. And this was from July of 2017. When did Death Stranding come out? When did Death Stranding launch? That was, it must have been around the same time, right? Oh, I know that they're working on artificial blooms. I know. I'm just saying this looks exactly like the Death Stranding pod. It's not viable, but it's being worked on. That's the thing. Yes, it's not viable yet, but I know it's been worked on for many years.
And also kill ourselves in them. Our brains are full of plastic.
Wait, did someone just Futurama mean it?
We could grow babies in pods and also kill.
Someone needs to take the Futurama away from this, this, I guess he's Swiss.
To be fair, I would date an older woman because it lowers the chance of me getting stabbed in the back by a girl from my own generation.
Eki, you're not the only one. You're not the only, like, that is probably the majority of thinking of men in your age group. Is they don't want to deal with the mind games, they don't want to get stabbed in the back by the young bitches that are kidding the dating scene these days. That's a common thing, I think. And Aaron, I don't know, but someone needs to take the Futurama away from them.
Ourselves in them. Our brains are full of plastic now. Men wanting to be with younger women made sense when babies were the goal, but babies don't seem to be the goal anymore. For many older women who simply don't want to have them, and for many younger Gen Z men who think they can't afford them, or even worse, are scared that having kids will contribute to climate change. It's like every other week I see
Okay. First and foremost, I will say, slowing things down with birth rates in countries like India, China, United States is not a bad thing. The population is becoming a concern. Not simply because of climate change, more along the lines of resource usage. That's actually kind of a real thing. It honestly is. While Japan is trying to increase their birth rate because their population rate is so low, there are countries where it's exploded, and the country can't handle it. Okay.
An article, fear-mongering Gen Z. Don't have kids, it will increase the carbon emissions, blah blah blah. You have to save the planet. And first of all, I gotta ask, who the fuck we saving the planet for if not future generations? So if Gen Z does not want kids, if they think they can't afford kids, why does being with a fertile woman even matter? Might as well date an older woman. Might as well scramble those rotten eggs. Ugh. Editor,
God.
edit that out, edit that out. No. But believe it or not, Hagmaxxing is not really a new thing. It's been around for a really long time. Hundreds of years, even. In fact, there was a very famous Hagmaxer in American history who wrote an entire letter of why it's preferable to sleep with an older woman. And that Hagmaxer's name? Benjamin Franklin. No, I'm not kidding. Benjamin Franklin literally wrote about the benefits of Hagmaxing. And what's funny is a lot of the reasons Benjamin Franklin gives are the same reasons a lot of the Zoomers who Hagmax give today. Because as they have more knowledge of the world, and their minds are better stored with observations, their conversation
Thank you, Shameson.
is more improving and more lastingly agreeable. Because when women cease to be handsome, they study to be good. So basically, she can't rely on her looks anymore and has to develop a personality. Because there is no hazard of children, which irregularly produced may be attended with much inconvenience. Because through more experience, they are more prudent and discreet in conducting an intrigue to prevent suspicion. They're easier to cheat on your wife with. Lovely. Because in every animal that walks upright, the deficiency of the fluids that fill the muscles appears first in the highest part. The face first grows lank and wrinkled, then the neck, then the breast and arms, the lower parts continuing to the last, as plump as ever.
In other words, she's still got that fat ass. She's still got that bakery, even when she gets older. Maybe that would explain the 4chan meme that we saw at the beginning, huh, Jack?
Benjamin Franklin really just said, "The ass is still fat." Incredible stuff from our founding fathers. I will literally never be able to look at a picture of this man the same again. This is no longer the guy who discovered electricity. No, this is the great American Hagmaxer. So basically, some Gen Z guys have found a hack in the male loneliness epidemic by dating the women who are suffering from the female loneliness epidemic. Like the two unwanted ends of a bread loaf coming together to make a sandwich. Beautiful. Two people who believe they are the leftovers of society. Two people using each other to temporarily numb the pain. Or maybe it's not that fucking deep and it's just a funny meme. To be honest, I don't think this is an epidemic, like the internet makes it seem like it is.
Yeah.
All the data basically
correct.
says that women prefer to date men slightly older than them or around the same age as them. And men tend to date women younger than them or around the same age as them. Large age gaps, for the most part, are rare. In relationships where the man is older, he's usually only older by 1 to 2 years. In relationships where the woman is older, 2 to 3 years. In all Western countries, only 8% of couples have an age gap of 10 or more, and couples with a larger age gap have more of a chance of getting a divorce. But it is a rising trend to think about and keep an eye on. As the social landscape continues to change, so will gender dynamics, and I find that very interesting. But that's enough of my yapping. What do you guys
Potentially
think?
disturbing.
What do you think of Hagmaxing? Have you ever Hagmaxed? Would you Hagmax? Personally, I am married to someone younger than me. He was graduating middle school while I was going into college. Well, to be clear, I did not know him when he was in middle school. I am not married to a middle schooler. Not a groomer, folks. Do not put in the newspaper that I am a groomer. If you like this video, please consider supporting me on Patreon, link down below. It helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate it so much. Also, big shout out to Holtzkern again for sponsoring this video. Check them out, link down below, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye!
One thing I am going to point out that I 100% agree on is I do think that this is getting blown way out of proportion because internet.
The ass is still fat.
fantastic way to end it. I do 100% agree that it is probably getting blown way out of proportion because internet. Because these days, the internet literally blows everything out of proportion. So,
I have a similar situation to this. I was with my friend group the other day and both the guys and girls thought I was weird when it was found out I don't engage in meaningless hookups with women and only want to in a serious relationship. They asked me if I am even a man if I don't and that I'm boring for being in my 20s and not having fun. It was kind of embarrassing and confusing. Am I the weird one for not needing unwanted STDs or baggage? It almost broke me emotionally. Cheer 100.
no, Aaron, I'd say you're probably more normal. Because a lot of men in their 20s are not into hookup culture anymore. For exactly that reason. They don't want all the bullshit that comes with it. That's like, that's been, a story, like news stories have been published about that. Oh, Moros, you're only just not following me? Or did you accidentally unfollow? There have been so many like news stories talking about how young men do not want to engage in hookup culture because they don't want the drama and they don't want the bullshit. So no, you're not at all wrong. First and foremost, how you want to date is your business, and no one can tell you unless you're doing something that could be harmful to yourself or others. No one can tell you what to do with your life. Okay, well, you corrected Morals, that's fine. Yeah, no, Aaron, nobody has any right to tell you how to live your life in terms of, in this particular context, in terms of relationships. No one, unless
I
you're in
am
danger.
28 and haven't had sex for about 4 or 5 years.
Thank you for sharing, Rebel Spartan. But, no, you're not wrong, you're not weird, you're not any of that. You want a meaningful relationship. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Not at all whatsoever. And you are not alone in that feeling. There are a lot of men in their 20s that share the same feeling. Because they see all the bullshit that comes with women. Like, nowadays, with the backstabbing and the mind games and shit like that. And a lot of men in their 20s are not interested. That's where like the joke of the men, young men would rather hang out with their bros than go chasing after women because they're sick of the bullshit. So no, I don't think you shouldn't be ashamed of it. And if the friends that you're with give you shit about it, tell them to go fuck themselves. It's your life, not theirs. If they want to go chasing skirts and go sniffing after pussy all day long, let 'em. There's no reason you need to if you don't want to. If you want to look for something more meaningful, God bless you.